Hey guys, welcome back. Yesterday, I had the privilege of having my house all to myself for a few hours. And one of the things I did during that time was I looked back in my gratitude app that I have on my iPhone. And I've had this app since like 2014 or 2015. And I thought it would be kind of cool to look back and see what it was that I was grateful for in 2018 and 19, and even early into 2020, back when I was in my what I call healing journey. And one of the things that kept coming up again and again throughout 2018 and 19 in particular, that I would just put like in my little daily what I'm grateful for is this knowing, this felt sense knowing in my belly that there was something more than just this story of me, this history, this past, this all these labels and identities. I had an instinctive belly sense knowing that the presence, that whatever was looking through these blue eyes the moment I was born is still there. That presence, that untouched aliveness, that true me that was peering through these eyes and hearing through these ears in those first moments of life, right after I was born, is still here. That same untouched presence is still here. And I had such joy reading all these little days in 2018 and 2019 when I kept seeing that again and again. I didn't always have exactly the words I have now for it, but I knew there was something more than just this flesh, than these bones, than these organs. There's something that is so much more stable, timeless, eternal, something that is still there looking through these eyes that isn't filled up with stories and labels and identities. And when I sat with that yesterday, it kind of took me back to a couple conversations earlier over Christmas week when there were some triggers, some triggering words were said. And one of the triggering things came from my daughter Megan, who referenced that period of time that she calls the time when you got weird, mom, that weird healing time you went through that the rest of us had to put up with. And when she said that, she was just kind of joking and poking fun at that time in my life. But it really it had a charge. But because I I really do see now more than ever that there is something to me more than just this story of a me, a Missy, a body. There is that presence that so when Megan said those words and there was kind of a punch in the gut and a little like dagger to the heart, instinctively now, I knew to go right in to that space within, that me that's always been there since birth, that presence, that essence, that aliveness, that little Missy. And instinctively, when she said those words that kind of punched the gut, I just went inward. And I notice now I just have this sort of running dialogue with her. I don't even know what to call her presence, being, liveness. I just call it her. I just have this ongoing dialogue that is so intimate. And when Megan said those words, there was just an instinct to go in and internally say words that were kind of like this. Hey, I got you. You good? That kind of hurt, didn't it? You're okay. I'm not leaving you. We're all right. And there was something in that that just sort of dissolved the charge and turned it back into just presence, love. And one of the things I did when I came home from that lunch where Megan said those words is I have this group of pictures on my phone in my Google Photos that for a long time kind of terrified me. I didn't want to look at them because they were pictures of me during that period of time of my healing journey. And for a long time, seeing those pictures come up really sent quite a charge through my body of grief and sadness and fear. And so when I came home from lunch, I pulled up those pictures and I looked at them and I looked at that version of this Missy character who was struggling, who was going through a lot. And I held each picture so lovingly. And I looked at her. I looked at that Missy character from 2018 and 2019. And I just showered her with so much love. I'm getting ready to start a little mini course next Monday on January 5th. And this is the kind of thing we're going to be doing. We are going to be doing part of it through silence. But what has been such a game changer for me in the last few years, and especially in the last few months, is really taking the time to get to know me, to get to know that essence, that presence. Not me, the story of Missy, not me, the character with the labels who's a mom and a wife and a coach. Me, presence, aliveness, essence. The me that was peering through these baby blues the moment I was born. That me that's still there. That me that is forever, timeless and eternal. I want to get to know her. I want to stay with her when all the cultural, I don't know, BS wants me to go out and look outward at people and circumstances and all these things outside of me. I want to spend more time coming back in, having that inner dialogue, establishing the remembering of safety, true safety in the body, in this essence, in this presence. I want to get to know her so intimately, spend more time with her. That's what we're going to be doing starting next Monday if you would like to join us. It's just a little course. It's 4 Mondays for half an hour. And I'm not going to hold that half hour really tight, just half hour, 35, 40, 45 minutes each Monday at noon Eastern. We're going to get to know that essence, that presence, that timeless you. So she or he feels safe. So that things that come into your world that feel like a charge, that feel like a punch to the gut or a dagger to the heart, are seen with fresh eyes for what they really are. Opportunities, invitations to say, hey, wait a second. This is what my culture has taught me to hate and to push away. I'm ready to see through that with fresh eyes and an open heart and to actually pull those things closer, to begin that running dialogue within. I got you. You all right? That hurt, didn't it? Wow. I will not abandon you. And when I say not abandon you, what I mean is I will not go back up into story of victim and villain and martyr and he did this and she said that. This will come first, always. It's absolutely a game changer. And I hope you'll join me. I think it's going to be a really nice, sweet, soft, gentle 4 weeks together of really establishing that safety. Not even really establishing, that's not the right word. Remembering and uncovering the safety that is 100% there and always has been. And we get to tap into that. And we do that by staying. We do that by seeing with fresh eyes, understanding what those sensations, what those emotions are actually here for. Part of our waking up. And I can't imagine anything better than waking up again and again, deeper and deeper, until that waking up state is more stabilized and tends to be the basis of our experience of life. I love you guys, and I hope you'll join me. Bye, everyone.